So this Kahoot quiz is on simultaneous equations. Don't just watch the video without having tried the quiz yourself first. So just follow the link below and then watch the video if you get stuck. So we're being asked what would be the most sensible opening step for this question. So we've got a plus y on the top equation and a minus y on the bottom equation. So on this occasion we're focusing in on the y's as they've got the same numerical value, basically 1y here and 1y here. Now we're looking at the y's, they have got a different sign, so in order to eliminate them we need to add the two equations together, because a plus y gathered together with a minus y cancels out. So the sensible opening step would be to add the two equations. So, having decided we're going to add the two equations, what do we get when we add them? Well, we're adding them together, so you've got to go along, add the x's, add the y's, add the normal numbers. So x plus 5x is 6x. Obviously the y's cancel out, that was the whole point why we added them together. So we've got 6x on the left, and 11 plus 25 is 36. So 6x equals 36. So 6x is 36, so x must be 6. So given that x is 6, what is y? Well, if x is 6, 6 plus y equals 11, so y must equal 5. So that's the blue answer. So, new question. What would be the most sensible opening step? Well, we're lining up the y's again because they've got just a single value of y. Now they're both plus signs, so in order to eliminate these, we need to subtract this bottom equation from the top equation, because y take away y will give us 0. So we need to subtract the second equation from the first. So, when we subtract the second equation from the first, what do we get? So 4x take away 3x is 1x, so that's x. Y take away y is nothing. So on the left hand side we've just got x. 23 take away 18 is 5, so x equals 5. So x is 5, so now we've got to work out what y is. So x is 5, so taking the top one for example, 4 lots of x, 4 lots of 5 is 20, and then we just need another 3 in order to get to 23. So y equals 3. We could equally have taken the second equation. X is 5, 3 5s are 15, 15 add 3 equals 18. So y equals 3. So, new question, what would be a sensible opening step? Now on this occasion, neither the x's nor the y's have got the same numerical values, so we've got to do some timesing together to line something up before we either add or subtract the equation. Now if we double the first equation, we get 6x plus 2y equals 26, so the 2y would be lined up with the 2y. So a sensible opening step would be to double the first equation. So we're going to double the first equation. So what's that going to become? So we're going to double this first equation. So we've got to double all three terms. We double the 3x, we double the y, we double the 13. So that gives us 6x plus 2y equals 26. So we've doubled the first equation, so what do we now have to do to these two equations? So here we are, so that's what we started with. We've doubled the first equation to get 6x plus 2y equals 26, that's doubling the first equation. Now comparing that to our opening equation 2, we've done that down here. So what do we now do? Well, the y's are lined up, but we've got a plus 2y and a minus 2y, so in order to eliminate y, we've got to add these two equations together. So we've just got to add them. So we know we're going to add these two equations. What do we then get? So 6x plus 5x is 11x. The y's eliminate when we add them together. 26 add 7 is 33. So 11x equals 33. So 11x is 33, so obviously x must be 3, because 11 3s are 33. So x is 3, so what is y? So x is 3, let's substitute that into the first equation. 3 lots of x, 3 lots of 3 are 9. 9 plus what gives us 13? 9 plus 4 equals 13, so y is 4. So 2y is 8, so y must equal 4. So the blue answer. So, brand new final question. Now, we've got nothing's lined up, and we can't even line up with one single multiplication. Now, I've chosen to focus on lining up the x's. So if we multiply the top equation by 5, that will give us 10x. And then if we multiply the second equation by 2, that will also give us 10x. So multiplying the top equation by 5 and the bottom equation by 2 lines up the x's. So that's going to be my green answer. Not that I've given you the option down here, but had you chosen to line up the y's, an alternative strategy would have been to multiply the top equation by 4 and the bottom equation by 3, because that would have lined up the y's. But I focused on the x's, so that's multiplying the top one by 5, the bottom one by 2. So, I hope that helped.